Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to Dramatic Budgets. If this is your first time here, then welcome. My name's Lisa and I am on a debt-free and hopefully savings journey to get rid of what started out as just under £11,000 worth of debt. If you have been with me before, then of course, thank you ever so much for joining me for yet another video. So it's Sunday today, which means it is the end of my weekly budget. So it's time to check in for week 4 of my January budget. So we are almost there, guys. The the end of January is in sight. I get paid on Friday, so it's not been too bad of a week this week. So I will obviously show you what I have been spending, what's left in my purse, and of course we will have a look, see what else has happened during the week, and look towards next week. So I did mention last week that I had got up to 450 subscribers. I am getting towards the 475 mark now, and one of the things that I was kind of looking at doing for the 500 subscriber was either a giveaway or kind of doing a Q&A, and I kind of wanted to see what you guys thought, whether you would prefer a giveaway, a Q&A, if it is a giveaway, what kind of thing you would like, just so I can kind of get an idea of what you guys would like ideally, and sort of make a decision as to what to do, because it's all brand new territory. I've never done a giveaway before. I've entered a couple of giveaways, but you know, offer different things. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get your ideas essentially of what you may like or prefer. Anyway, so today we are looking at the week from, I'll move my pen out of the way, it would help, from the 16th of January up until today, which is the 22nd. Yeah, 22nd. So as you can see, it's been a bit, I've had a fairly spendy week, you know, it's not too bad. So we started off on Monday. I'm just going to check that you can actually read that. Yes. So on Monday, I had a late start at work because I had an interview, which I am pleased to say I was successful in. It's a side step across, so it's the same banding that I am doing now. So wage-wise, it will not increase in my annual salary. It will mean that I won't be able to do the bank shifts probably that I'm doing now. That's kind of the only difference it's going to cause to my monthly wage. It does mean working more office hours, I guess. I start work at the moment at 3 o'clock in the morning. At 3 o'clock. Sorry, Sunday brains kicked in again. I start work at the moment at 7 and finish at 3. This will be starting at sort of like quarter to 9 and finish at quarter past 5. So it means I get more time for lunch and things like that. So that will obviously change a little bit of what I do out of work because of it. So because I had the late start, I didn't really have lunch or anything at work, so I went and celebrated at the end of my shift, and went and treated myself to a Costa. So that was the £3.85 for a coffee. I have got a coffee here, so if I need to, I will quickly take a sip. And I went and did my usual top-up shop at Morrison's, so that was £13.03. On Tuesday, I had spent £1 of my own money to get myself an energy drink. You guys have seen watching me regularly will know that this is kind of a regular feature at the minute. So you know, getting a little bit addicted to these energy drinks, but it keeps me going throughout the day. And then I went to the dentist in the evening, so I used my credit card to pay for my dentist, which was £52. Now, I do have a health scheme, and as you will see you'll see that the money's come back into my budget, so I can show you that once we get to the check-in sheets. Wednesday, I did take some lunch to work with me, but when I opened it, it was some soup, homemade soup that I put in the freezer, and when I opened it, it was all kind of like, it was supposed to be a smooth soup and it was really lumpy and stuff. I think it was a leek and potato, so I kind of thought, this don't look really that appetizing or even like I'm able to eat it without getting ill. So I ended up going down and getting myself a meal deal from WH Smith's. So that's the £4.29 there. On Thursday, I got an energy drink from WH Smith's at lunchtime, so that's £1. Friday, I filled my my tank up with £20 worth of fuel, so that was that. I got myself £1 energy drink from WH Smith's, and I nipped into town after work to put the money that was in my back to bank envelope, the notes, I needed to put back into my bank account. So because I did that, I had to pay obviously parking in town, so I took 90p out of my miscellaneous fund. So that was that. Yesterday I nipped to Morrison just for some snacky little bits for me and my other half. We weren't planning on doing anything. He was cooking dinner, and it was just really for us to have a few like little nibbly bits, so that was £4.30. And then today we've had a lovely no spend day because we ate what was already in his house for dinner, and I'm not planning on going anywhere for the rest of the day. Supermarkets are shut, etc. So that is the spending for this week. So if we turn to the right week, so we have got so obviously this week is from the 16th to the 22nd. We started off the week, I'm just going to check you can actually see that, yes. So we started off the week with £245.11, and then obviously I got the £52 paid back into my account for my health scheme, which was for the dentist, for the dentist. So that left us with a total of £297.11 for the week. My Currys insurance came out as expected at £2.99, but my credit card, I wasn't expecting to go out till, it usually goes out on the 23rd, which is actually tomorrow. So I've got it on my budget as for sort of like the next week, but for some reason it came out, did the direct debit on sort of like, I think it was like Thursday. So that was my credit card where the money went out. So it was £42.56, which I think is a little bit more than I was expecting. Yeah, it was. But I did have the money to cover it, so that's not a problem. So in the end, the bills actually came to £45.55. So that left us with £251.56. Just realised you can't see. So my weekly wallets, out of my food account, I actually spent £17.33. So we'll just put these here. These are all, this is where it's going to get interesting, because it is literally, I've got no notes left this week. Everything in my envelopes have all ended up being in coins, strangely. So we will just pop, I'm just going to try and pop them in sort of like coin piles, because I will, as I'll explain to you in a little bit, I have kind of had a thought about my savings challenges that I've got at the minute. So I'm just going to try and pop these up here. There we go. So that was £17.33 that I spent. So the fuel money, I spent the full £20. So as you can see, there's nothing left in travel. So my spends, I spent a total of £18.14. Now that included the £7 that I'd already put obviously into the savings challenge at the beginning of the week. So we have a little bit more money here. 20s, lots of 20s this week. And obviously the miscellaneous was just the 90p that I spent on the parking. So we have got quite a bit of change from that. So There we go. So we'll just pop all this to one side and we'll deal with that at the end. So that is that was meant that I actually spent out of my wallet this week a total of £56.37, which took us to £195.19. If you saw my cash stuffing, you'll know that I obviously put £10 in car insurance and £10 in hair and beauty. And then I popped £52, this £52 into the Monzo pot to go towards my credit card to pay that back. So that was a total of £72 instead this week, instead of 20. So that took us to £123.19. And then I realise I've made my mistake by putting all of my coins where my book's going to go when I push it up so that it can get it into shot. So there we go. So there was a £2.05 actually for my overdraft this week. I think it's because it's an extra week that I just seem to have gone over. I don't normally go over that much, but yeah, for the last week and this week. So we're still in budget in total for the month, so we're all right. So and then we just need to decide on what I'm going to put into challenges out of this money. So this is where I have been thinking, which some people might tell me I really need to not do. Yeah, I was looking at my challenges, and obviously what I've been trying to do at the moment is the 52-week and the Save the Year challenge. At the same time, my plan obviously was for any notes to go in here, and then any sort of like pound coins to go into this puzzle challenge that I've got from Simple Budgets. And then obviously all of the other coins are going to go into my penny challenge. But I've realised that I am coming up to the last week of the month, and although I was able to put something away into both of these on the first week, I haven't really been able to, so for the rest of them. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to take this money out of here and clear this off. And my plan now is to do this, because this is a once only one and it's got the physical months on. I want to try and keep up with these and complete them within the month that it actually says. So I've taken this out of here and I'm going to clean that off, and I'm going to put this in here. And my idea is that once I have completed the month, then after that, obviously I can concentrate on the 52-week challenge. I just think trying to fill both at the same time is starting to stress me a little bit, because I've realised that I've got no notes again this week, which means that I would essentially be trying to fill everything up. And I just think by doing it this way, I'm probably going to stress myself out less. So I will clean that one off, the 52-week, and we'll concentrate on this one at the moment. So that means I've taken obviously the £15 out of the 52-week challenge, and I'm going to put it into here. So that is the 15. So we have got, this is where this might need to come in, because it's Sunday and let's do 50. So that's the 15. So I'm going to cross those three out. There we go. So I can at least fill that in there. So we will put in these at the back, won't we? So that is that. So obviously I have only got this week and next week left. So that's 7. So what we've got left there is 750 plus the 5 plus the 250. So it's another 15, which obviously I'm not going to have in pound coins or anything. So I'm going to see if I can do £2.50 to 2040. There we go. So that at least I've crossed another one off this week. So, and we'll pop the change at the back I'm going to stick it all at the back so that hopefully I can condense it down at a later date. So I'm going to cross the 250 off, and then hopefully next week we might be able to do the rest of the month. But yeah, it's just a way of making me feel a little bit easier about that. So we have put £2.50 in there, £2.50 into that one, just because on here on my sheet I've got penny challenge and then I've got other challenges, so I'm trying to keep my head around it now that I've changed it. So that is that one for now. The puzzle challenge, we're going to use the rest of my pound coins, so we've 1, 2, 3 and 4 pound coins there. So the other challenges, we've put £2.50 into that one and £4 into that one, so that is £6.50. There we go. So, and we have got a lovely little 4 there, so that's fine. We'll use the green because somebody actually commented on my last one that I'd coloured in one of these squares wrong. I have no kind of game. I know it looks, and I know why they did it, because it does look like I've been sort of doing an alternate, but quite frankly, as long as I don't have 2 colours the same, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm not that that bothered about what colours it is, as long as I've not got 2 colours together, if that makes any sense. So that is £4 going into there. This is kind of like mine at the minute. This is going to be like my dice challenge helper, because anybody that knows, when I do the dice challenge, I had a problem last week because my penny challenge was empty, because that's what I used to use. So that is the big challenges done, and then I've got some pennies left, so we'll go to the penny challenge at the back. So we have got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, so that's £1.60. That one. Then we have got 10, 20, 30, 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 4 there. So we've got £2.13. Oh, I forgot to get Bertha out, although she's not so big Bertha anymore. So let's have a look. We'll get the blue Sharpie out. So I'm actually going to cross some of these bonus ones off so that we can get because they're big ones and we can get them out of the way. So if we take, so I've got 2 £1 and I've got the 13, so that will take it completely. So that's 1, 2 and the 13. There we go, so an extra 3 off this week, so that's fine. So we'll pop that away. Woo. And I apologise again for anybody with headphones. It does sound kind of loud, so that's that. So £2.13 is what we put into the rest of the penny challenge. £2.13. So that gives us a total of £2.05 plus £2.13 plus £6.50. No, 2 and 5 plus 2.13 plus 6.50. So that is £10.68. So 1, 2, 3. That leaves us with a total of £112.51. Now I just need to find my little sheet. Oh, okay, that is the nearest. That is the nearest I have managed to get it. So I seem to have 20 pence extra around. I don't know where from, but that is as close as I think I've ever got my rollover to be. So we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So that means we start this week off with £112.71. Obviously, this week is when I get paid. So I've already marked off on next week, because obviously my credit card bill has come out this week, sorry. And obviously I no longer have my Verio account, so they can't take my direct debit out because I've cancelled it. So obviously those two are not going to be paid. Most of these will probably not come out due to the fact that most of them are due out on the 28th, which is Saturday. I get paid on the Friday, so I've just put them on just in case, like this week, anything comes out early. So that is why. But that is my weekly check-in done, everyone. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm really impressed. I've got near enough the amount of money I'm actually supposed to have. So yeah, I'm really happy with that one. So thank you guys for joining me. Hope you've had a lovely week and a lovely weekend. This will obviously go out tomorrow morning, which will be Monday. And then my next one will be my cash stuffing for this, which I will aim to get out on Tuesday morning for you. And then we will find time to do a budget with me and see where we are going to be at and what we can put in where next week. I will probably do that towards the end of the week, once I maybe have my wage slips, because we have ours online now, our wage slips, and sometimes they come out the day of payday, sometimes they'll come out a day or two before. And because I've been doing extra bank shifts, it'd be nice to kind of know how much money I'm going to get from that before I do my budget with me, just so I can kind of have an idea of what I've got available. The idea of my bank shifts, by the way, is to try and pay off my holiday quicker, so that it's not money that's coming out of my normal budget account. So even if I have to do the budget with me before I get my wage slips, I'll kind of do the budget so that we know where things are going sinking fund wise. And then obviously once my bank shifts come in, if I've got more than what I want to pay off on my holiday this week, you know, we can always have a look at that. But I think I'll probably put the majority of that to my holiday, just because I want to get that paid off ASAP to my other half. So I hope you're all well. I hope you've all had a great week, and I shall see you all very soon. Till next time, bye.